the weasel. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Scifails. Today we have another wonderful video from Wild Synesia, I guess is how you say this, where they're going to talk about Dragonfly versus Wasp, who is the king of the insects, and I was not going to pass up the opportunity to do a response to it. So I'm going to drag you guys along with me on this one. So hang in for a fun ride. There we go. Keep messing. My eyelash keeps messing with me. All right. Let's see what they have to say here about dragonflies versus wasp. Well, so wasps tend to be more omnivorous. Dragonflies are obligate predators, so there's some difference there. It's like probably the same difference you'd see between like a bear and a tiger, though. So I'll give it to you.
Dragonfly versus wasp. Who is the supreme predator in the insect kingdom? In the realm of airborne wonders, dragonflies and wasps emerge as captivating aerial acrobatics, possessing unique characteristics that contribute to their distinct ecological.
I like the dangerous Batman music in the background here. We're talking about. You could think if you put like a happy nature music to this. I'm gonna try that, and when I edit this, I'm gonna clip that part out and put different music to it and see if it sounds different, if it gives you a completely different feel.
Roles. These winged creatures, often misunderstood or overlooked, play crucial roles in maintaining the delicate balance of ecosystems. Join us on a journey into the skies as we unravel the secrets of dragonflies and wasps and finally find out who is the supreme predator. Who would win a fight? To make this fight even more interesting, of course, we will choose some of the biggest species, respectively giant petal tail and the Asian giant hornet. What do they look like? Allow me to introduce you to the beautiful and amazing creature known as the giant petal tail. With a wingspan of 170 millimeters, 6.6 inches, the enormous petal tail is sometimes referred to as the world's largest dragonfly. This huge and
disputably, but yeah, just like it's going to be disputable that the Asian giant hornet, now called the northern giant hornet, is the largest wasp, because there's some tarantula hawks that definitely rival it and or surpass it in wingspan and length, but definitely not in body mass.
Strong dragonfly has a sleek black body with bright yellow patterns that provide a splash of color to its otherwise dark expanse.
Doesn't look yellow, though.
Nonetheless, the enormous petal tail's sheer size and beautiful disposition make it a memorable sight in the insect world. The Asian giant hornet is the world's largest hornet species, with a wingspan of 76 millimeters, 3 inches, and a body length of up to 50 millimeters, 2 inches for the queen.
And they're one of my favorite animals, and I have one bot right back there that somebody... One of my Patreon patrons bought it for me as a gift. I think it was Greg Hartwig. But yeah, I actually have an Asian giant hornet right back here on my wall.
Queen. Workers and males have color patterns similar to the queen. They are, however, slightly smaller, measuring roughly 38 millimeters, 1.5 inches in length.
Still huge.
Asian giant hornet is black and yellow-orange in color, with a yellow-orange head, bean-shaped eyes, and a massive pair of dark orange.
I feel like I'm losing my headphones.
Jaws or mandibles. Except for the broad orange basal segment, the antennae are dark. The thorax or center region of the insect body, to which the legs and wings are joined, is black, with a pair of orange or yellow spots near the back. Where do they live? The giant petal tail is found primarily in the tropical rainforests of northern Queensland, Australia, and inhabits lush, pristine environments characterized by high...
Someday I'll be able to go there and see that. See, what's going to happen is I'm going to fly to Australia. I'm going to fly into Perth, pick up Mark Reed, and because he's Australian, he obviously has a Jeep. So we're going to take his Jeep, and and we're going to drive cross country through Australia, and it's going to be like a buddy comedy movie. It's going to be amazing.
Humidity and abundant water sources. The habitat preference of the giant petal tail is closely tied to its life cycle, which includes an aquatic larval stage.
That's exactly what they're doing. They're giving us the stats of these animals like they're in a video game. That gets people in. People do that to get to get young people interested in science. But yeah, it's a little.
These dragonflies typically choose breeding sites in rainforest streams and rivers, where their larvae can thrive in submerged vegetation and detritus. As nymphs, the giant petal tail undergoes a lengthy developmental phase underwater, feeding on small aquatic organisms and molting several times before emerging as the striking adult form. Despite their impressive size and captivating beauty, the giant petal tail faces threats to its habitat due to deforestation and environmental degradation. The Asian gigantic hornet can be found across Eastern Asia, including Korea, Taiwan, China, Indochina, Nepal, India, and Sri Lanka, but it is most usually found in Japan's highlands. They can be found in higher altitude forests in both temperate and tropical environments where there is sufficient of food and enough nesting sites. A fertilized female...
Their nests are huge too. They can be like a meter across. They're massive.
Known as the queen, chooses a suitable sheltering location, such as the hollow trunk of a tree, and begins to build herself a nest out of chewed up bark. Wasp nests are made up of a sequence of solitary cells that work together to produce the well-known honeycomb effect. What do they eat? During its aquatic larval stage, the nymph of the giant petal tail is a voracious predator. It feeds on a variety of small aquatic organisms, including insect larvae, tadpoles, and even small fish. The nymph is well adapted to its underwater habitat, using its extendable lower lip, or labium, to snatch prey with remarkable speed and precision. Upon completion...
Yeah, so we got to remember, like, they both have these different stages of life where they can't interact with each other at all. You got the first stages of the wasp's life. It's in the nest, right? And it's a helpless larva, literally helpless. It has someone has to bring it food. It just sits there and grows. There's a whole bunch of them all together. Whereas a dragonfly's baby starts off as a macro predator. A macro predator means it's aiming for big prey, and they can eat like fish and tadpoles, and a mosquito larva is one of the main things that they attack. And while they're in that form, they're definitely more impressive than the chubby little wasp larva that can't do anything besides eat what mama feeds it. So, as far as interaction with each other, well, let's let the guy talk.
Its nymphal development, its diet shifts to aerial prey. Adult giant petal tails are skilled hunters and feed on a variety of flying insects, such as mosquitoes, flies, and other small insects found in their habitat. They are known for their speed and agility, making them formidable predators in the airspace of their rainforest habitat. Their remarkable flying skills, coupled with keen vision, enable them to locate, pursue, and capture their prey with remarkable efficiency. Asian giant hornets are carnivorous, eating mostly other insects. They eat a range of invertebrates, including beetles, wasps, and big insects, although they are most known for hunting honeybees. They can demolish entire bee colonies through a process known as hawking, making them a severe threat to honeybee populations. When hunting, the hornet deposits a pheromone marking on the bee colony, alerting other hornets to the location. The hornets then launch a coordinated attack, overwhelming the bees and...
So, I will say that you'd have a hard time getting a dragonfly and a giant hornet to battle each other, because they are the Dragonfly is going to be too fast for the Hornet to lock in on. You're gonna have a hard time keeping the Hornet from at least because the Hornets naturally they release a pheromone. They release all kinds of pheromones as things happen to them as they go through their day. If they see food, around food, they release one. If they're threatened, they release one. If they're needing backup, they release one. And all the pheromones mean different things to their kinsmen. So in order for a giant hornet to perform optimally, they need to be part of a coalition. You aren't going to get a coalition of dragonflies. You just aren't, because they're solitary predators. And also on this note, for any existing species of dragonfly, the Asian giant hornet is probably way, way too big of a target prey item.
Stealing their larvae and pupae to feed their young. How do they behave? The reproductive behavior of the giant petaltail is essential for the continuation of its species. Typically, these dragonflies engage in a complex and intriguing courtship ritual. The male giant petaltail identifies a suitable territory, often near water sources, and vigorously defends it from other males. Once a female enters his territory, the male initiates a courtship display that involves aerial acrobatics and visual signals to attract the female's attention. The life cycle of the giant petaltail is comprised of distinct stages: egg, nymph,
so is the lifestyle of the hornet, though.
And adult. When they reach maturity, the nymphs climb out of the water onto vegetation, where the adult dragonfly emerges after undergoing metamorphosis. Asian giant hornets are diurnal insects with gregarious behavior that live in colonies of up to 700 individuals. The colony is organized around a caste system that consists of the queen, males, drones, and female workers. The queen is the main reproducer, while the males and workers keep the colony alive. Pheromones, which can be used to indicate food sources or to notify colony members of danger, improve communication among Asian giant hornets. When a hornet discovers a prospective food supply, it emits a unique pheromone that attracts other hornets.
That's how they roll, yep.
Now let's find out who would win a fight.
The hornet, like every time. Sorry, giant dragonfly, but if you actually try to fight with a hornet, you're going to lose. Dragonfly's weapons as a aerial predator are for catching things mosquito-sized, right? They don't catch things much bigger than a housefly. I definitely think a yellow jacket could be eaten by a dragonfly. As a matter of fact, I got some pictures of a yellow jacket being munched on by a dragonfly somewhere around here. Let me see. Close that. But there's so much size disparity, though, is why you where the dragonfly would win there. They need that size disparity to make up for their tiny mouth parts. Otherwise, we don't have to speculate at all, because we end up with this. And that's what the dragonfly, that's what the wasp will do too. Its mission is to chew off all of the limbs of its opponent, and then it'll start eating them.
Dragonfly versus wasp. In the vast and diverse realm of the insect kingdom, battles for supremacy unfold daily, shaping the delicate balance of nature. The giant petaltail and the Asian giant hornet stand out as giants in their respective orders. The petaltail's superior aerial...
Woohoo! Vandalia! Welcome to the Creation Watchers, my friend. Speaking of Creation Watch, tomorrow, War on Christmas.
Capabilities may allow it to evade the ground-based attacks of the hornet, while the hornet's venomous sting poses a significant threat if it manages to make contact. Dragonflies catch more than 95% of their victims, making them the most precise and lethal hunter. However, this is not a hard and fast rule. Wasps are feared by some dragonflies. Actually, the insect world as a whole is terrified of wasps.
Yeah, they're the top dog in the microcosm. Wasps are hard to overcome. There aren't very many inverts out there that can give them even a slight challenge. Maybe mantises, because of their camouflage, can ambush wasp and give them a good run for their money. But mantises are also not very efficient at combat. They're ambushed, so if they don't land that first strike, they usually fall to the sting.
Wasps are the lethal winged assassins of the bug world, and almost everything in this little universe is terrified of them. They are among the most dangerous species of insects. There are many wasp species which can easily kill dragonflies, and the worst among them are the true terrors of the insect world. However, I believe that a hornet is less likely to win against a dragonfly and feed on it. Dragonflies and hornets are sworn competitors in the food chain.
Not really. They target different groups of insects. Hornets, they can attack flying prey, but they'll also target things on the ground. Dragonflies almost exclusively target flying prey and taking like flies and mosquitoes out in the air.
Since they are both carnivores and prey on each other.
Bees can cover a lone wasp overheated. Yeah, they vibrate, and I think it gets up to like 110 degrees and kills the wasp. It's Japanese honeybees that do that. Is that why they call it hawking? Because they paralyze? Yeah, they just they paralyze their prey, and a lot of them drag it back home to feed the babies. Just got out of the physiotherapy. What did I miss? You missed the entire Mothman segment, Al. But you can go back and watch it later, or wait until it'll be on, CrypticCorner on Friday here in a couple weeks, so you can watch it then. It was fun. Right now we're looking at wasp versus dragonfly. This video that wants to just take animals and whittle them down to. I like better when they do these animal versus animals, and we get to talk about different facets of their interactions, like competing with each other for food and things like that, and how that comes into play. But they never talk about that. Oh, hey, Titan. I think ants were a contender, but of course, fairly closely related to wasps. Yeah, hymenopterans in general are usually top dog. Ants are just wasps that didn't mate with that stingray and the dragonfly. Yeah, well, ants have stings. Some ants have stings. Quite a few, actually. Yeah, Mothman, naked parkour. Yes, naked parkour is what it's all about. Let's see. My throat is sore and my voice is gone from working back drive-through in 29 degrees Fahrenheit. Remember, if it's below freezing, eat at home. Hey, Vandalia, it sounds like maybe you might not be up for it, but I was going to see if you maybe wanted to come on with me tomorrow to do Creation Watch, and we're going to do War on Christmas. If you're down, let me know. Titan says, I can't always speak, Al, but I am always watching. The Lazy Cat said hello. For years, the 4 bugs were at peace, but everything changed when the Wasp Nation attacked, right? Exactly. The Wasp are the Fire Nation. The Dragonflies would be the Water Nation. Maybe the ants are the Earth Nation. And then who would be the Wind Nation then? Flies? Maybe the Dragonfly would be the Wind Nation. But then who would be the Water Nation? Giant water bugs? They don't really live in colonies, though. Well, neither do dragonflies.
Dragonflies are larger and without venom, whereas hornets contain poison and could easily sting a larger insect. However, the structure of a dragonfly's body and wings allow it to be more agile and fast than a hornet, making dragonflies among the fastest insects. If hornets were as quick and as fast as dragonflies, they would nearly always win. Also, dragonflies are able to use a position which make them look distant while they approach. This makes other insects fall into a tricky trap. We need to consider also, insects have weak eyesight.
No!
Generally, the dragonfly eats...
Bull crap! What did you just say, sir? Dragonflies have the most efficient eyesight in the animal kingdom. Are you daft? Have you tried to grab a fly out of the air? Compound eyes are superior in every way to camera eyes. Their wiring's just cluttered. Yeah. So what you can compare, compound eyes are like pixeled, and camera eyes are like a vector image. So yeah.
It's the wasp. But there are some videos where the wasp hooked onto the dragonfly's abdomen or back, where the dragonfly could not reach, and kept stinging and stinging until the dragonfly died. Even while the huge hornet has a lethal sting, and the dragonfly, due to its size, is an obvious target, the shape of the dragonfly's body and wings allows it to be considerably faster and much more nimble, and dragonflies are among the fastest insects in the world. In the dynamic theater of...
But as we've seen, the wasps are still capable of killing them.
The insect kingdom, battles between giants like the giant petaltail and the Asian giant hornet are both fascinating and unpredictable. Each species has evolved unique adaptations that contribute to its survival and success in its respective ecological niche.
So, yeah, that didn't end with any kind of conclusion at all. So, interesting. So that was Wild, I don't know how you say this, Synesius? Wild Synesius? About, and I don't think that they're taking the dragonfly's capabilities, or I think they're overblowing the dragonfly's capabilities. I think it's if a dragonfly tries to attack a wasp, it ends up like this. So I'm not going to watch this whole thing, but that was, it gets pretty gruesome. Nom nom nom. All right. So, what did you guys think today of our wasp versus dragonfly? Do you think they focus too much on one-on-one battles and not enough on ecological competition? Let me know in the comments. Let me know in the live chat or in the chat on the premiere. Let me know what you think. Please remember to be kind, take care, and we will see you next time.
What is that? What is that? What is it? Oh, no, not the beast! Not the beast! Ah! Oh, my eyes! Eyes! Ah!
Slimed me.
That's great! Actual physical contact! Can you move?
Ray, come in, please.
I feel so funky.
Spengler, I'm with Venkman. Oh. You got slimed!
That's great, Ray. Save some for me. Get down here right away. I just went into a ballroom.
It's indestructible. It's indescribable. Nothing can stop it.
Dude, what's the matter?
Dude?
Aren't you hungry? You should eat something.
No. I never eat before a mission. It slows you down. I gotta be light on my feet like a dancer. Like a fucking ninja, dude. Now check this out. I'm gonna jump this fence here, okay? Like a gazelle. Then you come around that fucking bend.
What's he doing?
I think he's tracking a fly.
Shoot fly, don't bother me. Shoot fly, don't bother me. Shoot fly, don't bother me. 'Cause you belong to my friend Link. Good catch. Meat group.